Hey guys, it's Theo here with Tight Nutrition, and today I'm going to go over one of our top 7 fundamental movement patterns, the bodyweight squat. Now the reason why squat is very important is it's a foundational movement pattern that we do day to day. It's very functional. It's going to help us in life in general, but to move better and feel better too. Also, it's a very good compound movement that targets the entire body. Now, if this is your first time ever doing a squat, I want you to start off by doing a quick warm up. Anything from walking around the house for 5 to 10 minutes, or going out for the dog for a little bit, come back in, and then coming in and starting off for the first time, maybe a seated squat. If you're in a gym or at home, you can grab a chair. Gym, probably use a box like this, make it conventional. Now, whenever we do a squat, make sure we have our feet aligned, just outside of our shoulder width. Now from there, rather than having just the weight on the heel, you want to have contact from all around the foot. So start from the ball of your foot to the outside and also on that heel. From here, we can then go ahead and lower down, sitting back onto that chair or box. This should pretend like you're sitting on the toilet seat. It sounds weird, but it really helps. So you're gonna be here, just rocking the hips back, keep it just a tall, lower down, and then back up again. This is helping us to teach you to lower down with control without having to feel like you have to go too advanced or anything too. It's a good way to start off with that movement pattern. So again, we're going down and then back up. Now, a common mistake or error I see a lot happening is the knees caving in. It's probably one of the number 1 areas you see. So what I mean by that is you will have your knees actually, as you're lowering down, cave inwards, which causes a lot of pain, especially talking to the meniscus and different knee issues as well. So we want to try and avoid that by actively thinking about driving your knees out, always stand up nice and tall, and then back down again. So that's one way to press that. Now once you get comfortable, you can get around 3 sets of 10 on the seated squats. You can now move on to a little more progression, which is going to be the air squats or bodyweight squats, commonly known as. Now this one, same principles apply, nothing changes. Feet hip apart and lower down. Really trying to root the feet into the ground, keeping the core and abs engaged. Gonna lower down, shifting the butt back, distributing the weight around the foot, and then back up again. Okay, so get down nice and low, lower down, and then back up. Your hands can be anywhere from the sides, be regular, they can be in front of you, where you feel comfortable, place them anywhere. But again, it's all about that initiation from the hips, sending back, keeping the core tight, and you'll feel this in a lot of places, okay? Now keep in mind, the muscles you're supposed to be feeling or working in the squat is going to be mostly your glutes, your quads, your hamstrings a little bit, and then also the core. So if you're feeling anywhere else, make sure you try to own in and focus on those areas particularly. So again, core, quads, hamstrings, and that booty, okay? So let's lower down, control, and then back up. Now, once you progress from there, you can get around this to 10 here, and that becomes a little bit easier. If you ever notice that you are having issues coming down with depth, because you want to eventually, ideally, be thighs around parallel to the ground, so right around here. If you can go below parallel, it's fine too, but ideally you want to be there. If you notice this is like this, you can only come down about halfway when you have issues. No matter how hard you try, your friend can come down lower, your kids can come down lower, but you just have no reason cannot come down past this point. Now, it might not be your fault. Okay, we have a lot of people have different anatomies. So one common error from that can happen is we do have, some people do have longer femurs than do the tibias. So what this does is create an imbalance, and our center of gravity makes it difficult to kind of help us get low, and also our chest drops, makes it harder. Now, don't feel ashamed, it's not bad at all. One thing to help fix that or correct that is to get some plates or books or anything that elevate the surface. You can put your heel on that surface, you'll feel difference right away. This way, you'll be elongating your tibia, make it a little more even with the femur. You can lower down to a good depth. Again, as low as you can, keep practicing. Back up again, push knees actively out, keeping the core tight, back down. Now keep in mind, if you can only get halfway down, practice that for a little bit. That's where when you're right now, it will get lower and get lower. But if you're noticing that you're trying so hard, that little fix to try, honestly, it will change your squat game for a long time. All right guys, it's been Theo, and that was it for today's episode. Make sure you follow myself on Instagram and Tight Nutrition as well. I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Have a good one.